Welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't have much to talk before I show the progress of Wheelywizard, so let's dive right in. Today we make some art. I mentioned it in the previous devlogs that the background looks kind of monotone, so I decided to make some bushes, plants and trees. For the bushes I used the good old Nintendo method. In the early Mario games they took the cloud sprites, made them green and then they had bushes. First I went with a darker green, but then I thought it would look better when I keep the same color palette. Besides that, I think the lighter green looks more calm and not so depressing. Then I made some flowers. And this was really fun. I don't know why, but I like to make so simple stuff in low resolution. I think because it's easy and no matter what you're doing it looks great. And for some reason everybody knows what you're doing. I made a little flower animation, so there's almost every time a little bit movement on the screen. And of course I made them in different colors. Then I made a tree. For this the bush, aka cloud, was used again. First I had a bit of trouble to find out how to make it look like wood, but I'm pretty happy with the final results. I also made a little branch, but somehow the branch looked kind of wrong. I mean, look at it, you know what I'm talking about. So I had to change it and gave it a little green too. And right now while I'm cutting this I realized I totally forgot to make shadows for the tree and the bushes. Things like this where I have to go back and add things to something I already finished happens to me way too often. The next is the background wall, which I want to use for caves. For this I just used the floor tile, put the grass away and made it a bit darker. I added also a few more stones or something, so it looks a bit different from the floor. It's a bit cheap, but it will do the trick. I hope. And then, finally, I made a sprite for the goal. I thought about a portal you have to enter since you are a wizard, so this would make kind of sense. First I wanted to make it blue because it looks kind of magic and blue is the color of mana and so on. But then I realized that it's kind of hard to see with the blue background. So I changed it to violet. I think it looks kind of evil and you don't know what lies beyond this portal, so it's kind of fitting. And I made it a little bit transparent, so it looks less like a wall and more like something you can enter. In the last devlog I made some particle effects, for when you're landing on the ground and the movement in general. This time I wanted to add a particle effect when you create a block. It is kind of a poof effect, like you are using magic to create this block. So it not just appears out of nowhere. I made a destroy effect too when the blocks get destroyed. For this I used the sprite of the blocks you create and made it in 4 pieces, so it looks like it breaks. And I think it turns out great. So this was everything, but before you go, I have some important news. I have now an upload plan. I will upload now every Saturday a pixelart short video here on YouTube and every Sunday a devlog. I think there will be one more or maybe 2 devlogs about Wheelywizard and then the game is done. I'm really excited and I have already plans for what to do next. So thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe here on YouTube and follow me. I have an Instagram account too. Stay healthy and see ya!